Welcome to World Missions University's Introduction to Missions, Missions 102. This lesson is our missionary objectives. In preparation for this class, you should read Missions Basics, Chapter 8. By the time you finish with this class, you will describe different qualities found in missions fields and identify different stages of missions fields using described examples. Each missionary, early in their deployment to a people group, should know where the development of the kingdom is within that people group. Is this an unreached people group, an undiscipled people group, an unengaged people group, or an uncontacted people group? If the people group has been reached to a certain extent, in what condition is the church as an organization? Is it able to care for itself, or does it need financial, spiritual, or doctrinal help? For any missionary work to any people group, our primary goal and objective for the missionary is to work themselves out of a job, to have the nationals take care of their own church financially, spiritually, and doctrinally. We describe these goals in the following ways. First, a church needs to be self-propagating. The national ministers are reaching their own people. They are uniquely qualified to do this better than we are. In most cases, they know the language better than we do. They've spoken it all their lives. They know the culture better than we do. And in many cases, they have the right skin color that allows them to blend in with their cultural environment better than we do. Next is self-governing. The national ministers are managing their own affairs. If we train them in good ministerial ethics, we should not be afraid of this eventuality. Apostolic Pentecostal will look different and feel different with different people groups than it will at home, and yet still be biblical. We are not trying to make them like us. We are trying to make them like Him. Next is self-supporting. The national church's organization is independent of outside financial assistance. There is nothing like the self-esteem built within an organization that can say, we did this ourselves. An organization that forever has its hand out is demonstrating a lack of faith among their leadership. Finally, it is self-replicating. The former mission field is now sending out its own missionaries to other people groups. Measuring each of these qualities, we can define 4 stages of progress in each missions field. We cannot know how far we have come until we know where we've started. The first is the pioneering stage. In this stage, the missionary does most or all of the work, witnessing, teaching Bible studies, establishing a church. Finances come mostly through the missionary. They are the one who carries the majority of the burden and responsibility. Since money is limited, care must be taken so that the leadership will not feel that ministers and workers are competing for funds. The church cannot be allowed to develop the mentality of always wanting to receive. Even at this stage, the missionary is laying a foundation by training future leaders in apostolic principles for growth and missions. Moving forward is the organizing stage. The church is organized into regions, districts, or zones. Policies and guidelines for administration are established. Emphasis is placed on training and developing national and local leaders. New works are being planted. Converts have embraced their responsibility to win souls. In the facilitating stage, the missionary begins releasing the work and responsibility into the hands of the nationals. They emphasize the training of successors and key ministers. Most of their time will be spent with leaders rather than with congregations or church members. The missionary learns how to delegate responsibilities and is actively preparing national leaders to assume the responsibility and leadership of the national work. In the nationalizing stage, the missionary now becomes the advisor and counselor as the day-to-day operation and responsibility of the church passes into the hands of national leaders. The missionary may continue to serve in areas such as training, evangelism, and literature development. At this time, the missionary might be working in several countries, serve as an area coordinator, or have other responsibilities as the church moves towards self-replication and sending missionaries itself.